Right on set? All right, so here are the 6 possible... We're recording voice right now. Yeah, oh yeah, everything is set in class. Is on, yeah, it's live. So, yeah, keep the F-bombs to minimum, right? You start spitting lyrics over here. Freestyling. Bottle flip. Okay. Yeah, so what are you? Bottle flip. Fail. Yeah, it doesn't show it. So you don't see it, thank God. You sure went crazy. You could, yeah. Okay. Silence! Okay, here we go. So, these are done a bit different. I'm going to use number 3 just for our demo purposes. Okay? But these are the only 6 possible combinations, all right? A homozygous female with a tall male, right? Heterozygous female, tall male. Homozygous recessive, tall male, okay? So the female has 3 possible genotypes. The male only has 2. That's why we only have 6 combinations instead of 8, okay? 8 possibilities. But we have to separate in our genotypic and phenotypic ratios. Okay, so let's set it up. So here's our girl. Okay, so if you're homozygous recessive for the height gene, we're pretending that it's a dominant system, sex linked. So we call that dominant sex link. And we're crossing her with the tall male, right? Right? Okay, cool. All right, so because that's her genotype. This is number 3, case 3. That's the one I'm solving. Okay, so there are my girls, and here are my boys. There you go. Right, so watch this. Listen up. Can I have your attention, please? Genotypic ratios. If we look at this, it's really 2 to 2, so it's not 2 to 2, it's 1 to 1. So it's 1 x big T, x little t, to 1 x little t to y. Okay? So you can do a string for your genotypic ratios, but when you do your phenotypic ratios, what I'd like you to do is split it. Okay? So girls, boys, okay? Because, as we've seen before, the inheritance patterns for girls is different than it is for guys. And we'll do another example just to make that point clear, okay? So what's the deal with the girls? 100% tall, okay? And don't say carrier, because carrier is not a phenotype, that's a genotype, okay? The boys are 100% short. Phenotype is a physical appearance. Tall or short. I said carrier is not a phenotype. Carrier, when you say to me it's carrier, you're telling me that you know that one chromosome has the dominant allele and the other chromosome has the recessive allele. That's what carrier means. Okay? That's actually a genotype when you think about it. Right? Now, it does imply a phenotype, but it's actually more precisely a genotypic statement. Yes? No, I'm just making that up, right? And tall and short's not, for humans, is polygenic. It means it takes more than one gene to determine height. That's why we have so many different heights, right? As I showed before, 4 to the power of however many alleles is how many options you have, right? So that's how you can get a spectrum of a height. So that was case 3, okay? Let's do the one that we just did, which is actually, well, which case was Bertha and Henry? Which case would match Bertha and Henry? Yeah, number 2. Exactly. Okay? So we'll do case 2. Solve that one together. Okay? So case 2 coming up. Case 2 is a heterozygous female. Screenshot it, sure, off the video. Yeah, if you want. Heterozygous female with a tall male. Okay? And when I say heterozygous, I imply her phenotype right away. If she's heterozygous, she must be tall. Okay? Okay, so that's one, and that's another option for her. Okay? Tall male and Y chromosome. Okay, so let's roll this out. Actually, I'm going to move this over a bit because this is going to be a big string. All right, so this first case, we're going to get a homozygous combination here. So what is she? Tall female, right? Okay. Sometimes it helps with your Punnett squares to actually write the phenotype right underneath the genotype. Okay. How about this girl? She's a tall female as well. Okay. This one? Tall male. Short male. Okay? So, you see then that with X-linked inheritance, your gender can have an impact on your probable phenotype outcome. Okay? So genotypic ratio looks like this. We've got 1 X big T to 1 carrier female to 1 tall male to 1 short male. Okay, so that would be your genotypic ratio. It's a long string. So to make life a bit easier for our phenotypic ratios, we're going to separate the girls from the boys. So if this cross happened, what happens to the daughters? What's the percentage chances for the daughter's outcome? Yeah, they're 100% tall. Okay? But if you're male, what's your probability? That's right. We don't have to say male because we set it up in there. 50% chance that you're tall male, 50% chance that you're short male. Okay? So that's case 3. Or sorry, case 2. Okay? So, for homework, I want you to do the other 4 cases. Yeah. No, you only just separate the phenotypic ratio, just like the way I've done it here. Okay? So genotypic ratio, just do a string, like I've done in either case, and then phenotypic ratio, split the boys and the girls. Because what's happening with the boys is different than what's happening with the girls, phenotypically speaking. That's why they deserve each their own column. Ah, the light went on. Just saw it. Beautiful. Okay? All right. Cool? Awesome. Signing off.